I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to The Resistance. It seems like no matter what I or other creators or political talking heads or political scientists or constitutional scholars or anybody else says, there's still too many people out there believing that we won't or might not have an election in 2026 or beyond. And there's a part of me that gets this. The fascist oligarchy behind this attack on our democracy is systematically and routinely injecting this idea into our ethos. And many in the media, in my view, are complicit in that plan. For example, just a few days ago, Tom Ambrose had a story in The Guardian about Trump wanting an unconstitutional third term, but rules out running for VP. Now, Ambrose is, technically at least, a journalist. The fact that he stated in his article that no one may be elected to the U.S. presidency a third time, according to the 22nd Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, suggests that he's read the Constitution. He has a degree in journalism, suggesting he's familiar with the ethics rules that are supposed to guide journalists. And yet he wrote this story. And it looks to me like he violated journalism ethics by not mentioning that the 12th Amendment to the Constitution clearly states, but no person constitutionally ineligible to the office of president shall be eligible to that of vice president of the United States. It also is my belief that The Guardian, by publishing this piece with this headline, failed to meet its own ethics and accuracy standards. We all know that Trump can't be president after this term. But we continue to see things like this that make us doubt what we know to be true. We should all know that our elections are local affairs, regulated by and large by state laws. Yet it is so easy to find stories like this, or stories about his ongoing claim that elections are rigged, or stories about planned voter intimidation by putting National Guard at polling places. This part of their plan is designed to make you feel hopeless about elections. The media seems to be more worried about clicks and views than their own standards and ethics. So what can folks like me do to convince everybody that we will have meaningful elections? I reckon there's nothing we can do to convince everybody. So for those of you who can't be convinced, I have a different approach. I suggest that you remember. Remember all of the battles fought, the bloodshed, the lives lost from 1776 till now that secured your right to representation, your right to vote. Every time you have an opportunity to cast a ballot, get one. And I suggest you hold it in your hands and look at it. And remember that history. And when you remember, say to yourself, I'll be damned if I'm going to let those sacrifices be in vain. Then go forward and let absolutely nothing stand between you and casting your ballot. Thanks for listening. Good day.